Given the field unit weight of soil is 1,800 kilogram per cubic meter. So field unit weight, so kapag ka binigay sa atin ay field unit weight, yung unit weight na yon is expected to be moist. Kasi again, kapag kumuha ka ng soil randomly sa labas, sa field, no? Normally, yung soil na yon contains moisture, contains water. Kahit na mukha siyang tuyo, no, yung soil sa labas, no, sa field, meron pa rin nai-entrap dyan na moisture kahit papaano. Kaya, kumbaga, kapag walang nakaspecify, sinabi lang field unit weight, that is automatically moist unit weight. No? And that is 1,800 kilograms per cubic meter. Okay? And then also, we are given the unit weight of the soil particles. So, this ay tricky part, no? Sinabi niya, soil particles lang. So you might think, no, some students na na-encounter ko before thinks na dahil soil particles lang 'yan, ang unit weight na to is ay tinitreat nila as the dry unit weight, which is wrong, no? So hindi yan dry unit weight, ha? Okay, so hindi yan dry unit weight. So literal na yung unit weight na yan is for soil particles. Ibig sabihin for soil solid. Okay? And ang purpose nito is para makompute natin yung specific gravity ng soil solid. GS, which is unit weight ng soil solid over unit weight ng water. So dito we have 2,000. Just be careful, baka ang gamitin nyo dito nag-unit weight ng water ay 9.81. So we have to have the same unit. So ang density ng water is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. So cancel lang to. So dito lalabas yung GS natin is just 2. Okay? And the moisture content is also given to be 12%. So, question, what is the void ratio? So, pinapahanap yung void ratio. So, para makompute yun, syempre, kailangan alam natin mga formula. So, una, yung moist unit weight can be calculated as GS plus SE over 1 plus E times gamma of water. However, wala naman tayong S, no? Kaya, alternatively, we can write yung SE na yan to be equal to WGS. So, we can write gamma moist is equal to GS plus water content GS over 1 plus E times gamma of water. And from here, kapag sinabshoot natin lahat ng given, we can solve for E. So, ito ay 1,800. Ito ay 2 plus 0.12 times 2 over 1 plus E. And then again, be careful. Kung ano yung units nito, yun din dapat yung units nito. So dahil ito ay kilogram per cubic meter, yung gagamitin ulit natin na gamma ng water is naka-kilogram per cubic meter din dapat, which is 1,000. And from here, we should be able to calculate for the void ratio. Okay, and that gives us 0.244. And that's our answer for the first question. As for the next question, evaluate the dry unit weight. So, pinapahanap yung gamma dry. So, ito naman, para masagot, you can make use of the formula GS over 1 plus E gamma water. Total, meron ka ng E. So, pag ganyan, direct substitution na lang, no? 2 over 1 plus 0.244 times. So, dito, ang gusto ni problem ay naka-kilonewton naman. So, ang gawin na natin, yung gamma na water na gagamitin is 9.81 na. Okay? Para ang magiging sagot mo na kagad ay naka-kilonewton. Okay, so we have 2 over 1 plus the void ratio. Okay, and that gives us 15.766. Yan, kilonewton per cubic meter na yan. Okay? Or alternatively, no, we can also use this formula. May relationship kasi yung gamma dry sa gamma moist. And that is gamma moist over 1 plus moisture content. So meron tayong ganitong formula, no? Yung gamma mo is na given is 1,800 kilogram. So, over 1 plus 12%. So, lalabas na gamma dry ay 1,607.14. Yun nga lang, kilogram per cubic meter pa lang to. So, if you want this to be converted into kilonewton, so we will need to multiply 9.81 meter per second squared para ito maging newton na. 'Di ba? Kilogram meters per second squared. Tapos para maging kilonewton, mag-multiply tayo na 1 kilonewton is equivalent to 1,000 newton. Para magka-cancel naman to. Ang may iwan ay kilonewton per cubic meter. So, ibig sabihin, mag-multiply tayo ng 9.81, divide naman natin ng 1,000. And as you can see here, you will get the same exact answer. So, parehas lang yun, no? So, you can also use that. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nyo masolve tong number 10 nang hindi pa nasa-solve yung void ratio. Okay? And then last, evaluate the degree of saturation. So, dito, we will just utilize this formula. Kasi meron ka na nito lahat eh. W, G, S, pati E. So, yung S na lang isi-solve mo. So, for number 11, S is equal to WGS divided by E. So, that is 0.12 times 2 over 0.244. So our degree of saturation would be okay, so 0.9818 or that is also 98.18%. Okay? So may konting discrepancy lang sa choices kasi hindi tayo nag-round off sa computation natin. Pero kung sakali nag-round off tayo, yung x hindi natin inexact, ginawa lang natin 0.244, lalabas dyan, ayan, 98 point, ay sorry, nagsobrahan ng 0. 98.36%, no? So ito pa rin.